Good morning, world. And welcome your faces to a grey dawn and a grey day. Where it is a moist Monday.
And in actual fact, a bank holiday Monday, so the world is awfully quiet today.
But that's not going to stop me.
I'm getting out and getting shit done.
Now, there's actually not an awful lot for me to do today.
Because it's not just quiet, but like 99% of all businesses are closed.
Except one that is going to aid me with what I need to do with this vehicle.
Because if you've been following along with our videos, you would know that I don't currently have a family car that I can take my son from A to B in.
Yes, I can use this car.
But it's Lydia's.
So when she's out and about,
I've got no way of getting around with the boosk.
I could put the window up and MOT the TT.
But I think Mother Nature's claimed this for her own.
And as for the Polaris, that's getting collected and going back tomorrow. So after a little bit of gogging,
I have discovered that I can actually put a child seat into the beast from the northeast. And I know this sounds like a bit of a no-brainer, but also sounds quite dangerous. But the thing is, I'm used to cars nowadays having this modern ISOFIX thing, and there's all these rules and regulations and stuff that you've got to follow. But basically, if you think back in the day before we had any of that sort of stuff, you would mount a car seat with the seatbelt in, it would keep it nice and secure, and you could take your baby from A to B. And for some reason, after having a child for 17 months, I've always just thought, why don't I get one of those in this so I can take Alfie down to the farm, take him from A to B, and when Lydia's out and about, I can still take the boosk out on the loose.
And it just so happens that someone who lives up the road from me
owns a baby accessory shop that sells exactly what I want and happens to be the only store that's open and available today. But it does close in
T-minus 45 minutes.
So we better get going.
15 minutes later,
We've arrived at Pear Mill,
and we are going in to beautiful Bambino.
where I'm really hoping they've got what I need.
All right, we're making a few phone calls. Because it turns out the specific one I want isn't in the stock in this store, but is in Ashton. So that's where we're going. And even though they close in 10 minutes...
And it's a 20-minute journey for me to get there, they said they're going to stay open and help me get it and hopefully help me fit it. And just to clarify, I've double, triple, quadruple checked that it is safe to put a car seat in this. It's just a seatbelt one. So we're all good.
Let's hope they've got it in stock. I've not been to Ashton Arcades since I've been to college, but here we go. Wow. This is what you call service. I walked in, walked out, and it's already getting installed.
I look so suspicious, just sort of like a little bit. What's your name?
Liam.
Liam and
Imogen.
Are you actually watching vlogs?
Yeah, I got
Wait,
here
what? Let's have a look.
But all mine.
Oh, you get forced to watch them now?
We watch
On the
them
big
all
TV?
time.
No way!
Mother's
On big
in it.
telly. Come on now. Yes, come on. Oh, thank you very
Nice one,
much.
mate. The
I
only reason why
appreciate
I'm
that.
not-
Always so good to bump into you guys, and like I said, I look so suspicious then.
Stood under some random bridge.
Waiting for this to be installed. Look at it. He actually put it facing the other way, and I was like, I actually kind of want to see Alfie when I'm on my adventures, but now that he's installed it that way, I kind of want to turn it around the other way again, because one, it'll be easy to get Alfie in and out, but two, I feel like when he's driving along, he probably wants to see the world. So yeah, I might reinstall that myself.
Oh, look at that for a beauty. Oh, whoever's that is in the world, I very much can appreciate it.
And I know it seems like such a small thing, but I've always said, like, when Alfie gets older, which is, in fairness, is when he's less dependent on Lydia, you know, like when it was like Booby or something like that, he's gonna start coming with me on like most of my adventures. Like, we're going out and about and doing stuff, he's gonna come with me, and this is just another step in the right direction for him to coming out, because I can get like food out and about for him, you know. I can basically take care of everything. The less dependent he is on needing his mum, like, I know it sounds mean, the better, and I don't mean it in a bad way. The only thing where we struggle at the moment, like with dependency on Lydia, is like getting him to sleep, because honestly, he'll fight and fight and fight, and you can get him to sleep eventually when he's absolutely exhausted. But man, he's a typical bloke. Whip a titty in his mouth, and he passes right out. So yeah, that's not going to be happening anytime soon, but as soon as he's weaned off the booby and we're travelling out and about, me and Boost can go off and do like little holiday weekends away and stuff like that. Obviously we do it with Lydia, but say we're going to do like boys weekend, you know what I mean? I can just be like, right, we're going doing this, like me, my dad and him, and we can just go off on an adventure. It's going to be amazing.
But okay, it's actually quite late in the day. It's 20 to 4.
And I've just driven around the corner to Nandingo's because I'm going to get some food, but my phone has been non-stop pinging all day for notifications from the camera down on the land, because Mr. Chris Tate and Thomas Upton are down there. So we're going to quickly get some food and then go and see what they're up to and see what current state the cromlech's in.
And thank goodness this place is looking empty.
We should be in and out in no time.
Sweet.
Fino Peter, get in my belly. The best thing you can order from Nando's. Fino Pitta with chicken thighs, cheese, avocado, and then if you're actually smart, you get peronaise on the side, but I forgot to get that. 10 out of 10.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, prepare your eyeballs because what you're about to see
With Le Cromlech is next level. I saw a notification on the cameras. And I am in awe. You are kidding me. What is this guy not capable of? What have you done?
How we doing, mate?
What have you done?
Where's Le Cromlech? What have you done with Le Cromlech? Tom, tell me that even looks even recognisable to the original car.
It's not the same vehicle.
Picture on screen now of what it originally used to look like to now. Mate, we literally look like we're about to go take part in like a desert challenge or something. Looks like something that you unlock in Forza. Bro, look at this. We've got the spare tyre on the back, the cargo netting divide, switch there for the lights that are connected. The bars are go on. Oh! 10 out of 10. By the way, the colour choice is exceptional.
We like that.
Yeah, I know you talk about orange, but that is just so good. Now, as you can hear off in the distance, Tom and Chris have gone for a bit of a spin, and I just need to take a moment to appreciate that all day has been grey and miserable. But the moment I got onto the 110, the sun is just shining, and it is glorious. Life is so much better when I'm on the land. And you guys have got to witness this thing. Look, oh, the white bar looks so good. Not a clue why it's on in the daytime, but it looks so good. I've yet to know how much he spent on parts on this thing because I technically owe him half of it, but whatever he's spent, it has just been so worth every single penny. And I think it's only fair if I ever go.
It's rapid, isn't it?
It's so fast that I'm not even joking. I feel safe with this on, but we need bucket seats with a harness. Bucket seats with a harness, and you'll be able to hoon that so much more confidently. The first time me and Tom went around that corner, if that wasn't there, I actually would have come out.
No, really?
Actually would have come out. Yes. What the hell's going on? The fan's just turned into a blender all of a sudden. What's going on? Mate, I've never heard that. What? Why is it randomly just turned on? Mate, all the grass that's in it's just started churning. Change of plans. I was going to go and get the booski, but Lydia's just taking him out on a walk, so we'll have to wait until he gets back before we can test drive the new Alfred mobile. But I instantly changed my mind about it being like him facing me. I want him to see the world, so with the help of two other dads, thanks boys, we've now got him ready and locked in and secured. A spat of time later, we've unfortunately just had to deal with some trespassers on the land. It's one of them, we're sadly almost used to it now, but the thing is, it's got to a point where it's massively reduced. Like, people aren't just wandering on because we've got fences, we've got cameras, we've got signs and stuff like that. But when you've got idiots who just genuinely want to get in, you know, like, it's like anything. If someone wanted to steal a car, they can steal a car, can't they? You know, you can put a lock on it, you can do this, you can do that, but if someone wants to get something or do something, they will, you know what I mean? So unfortunately, we just had a bunch of people on then and dealt with them, got them off site. We had them on camera straight away, and we just went to them and was like, what the fuck? What the hell do you think you're doing? Do you know what I mean? Straight away, panicking, running, but some of them ran off, and then there was two girls with them, and they just abandoned these girls. I was like, wow, you know, chivalry is definitely dead with the younger generation because they just abandoned these two girls. So anyway, escorted them off site and everything like that, and I thought what was quite comical is as we escorted them off, like the way they came in, it's good to learn, you know, like, oh, that's how, you know, you got onto the site, breaking in. One, don't do it again, you know, because otherwise we'll get the police involved and stuff like that. But two, as they were being escorted off the site, they thought I couldn't hear them. One of the girls was like, we're so lucky the police didn't get called then. And then the other one went, I thought we were going to get shot. Listen, I can't, no one was threatened at all. I don't even have a shotgun's license. I don't own a shotgun. When I finally get it, and will, I'm not exactly going to be walking around the land with it because you just don't do that. But yeah, we do not need more rumours like that being started.
especially after the rumour went round of us threatening to shoot people's dogs, which again we didn't do. So yeah, I thought that was quite comical, and hopefully it's just the case that they stay off. Like I just told them, like, guys, I understand, like, you've come on here, you know, we've got a full picture of your face, you know, we will escalate it further if we see you again. And just the takeaway is, like, listen, it's there's a parts of this land, you know, like, we're actually farming, but more so I've got a family on here, so just stay off. It's like being in our back garden, and they seem to understand it. It's just annoying that we're still having to deal with it, you know what I mean? Like, our time, money and resources could be spent in such better ways if we weren't having to just deal with that. But again, we're still at the foundation stage, you know what I mean? Like, look at the place. Yeah, we're having fun with little projects and everything, but like, we're still starting up. We're still putting like wiring in, ductings in for water, power and electricity in places, you know what I mean? We've got a long way to go, and you know, this is still only just the beginning. Like, it's crazy to think that in like 2 or 3 days we'll have had this place for 8 months, and I'd like to say we've done a good job so far, do you know what I mean? We've achieved a lot, and we're going to keep scaling it, and I think it's going to get to the point of like exponential scale, and what you see with what we've got in the works, I think you guys are going to be really impressed. You know, not just from like the gatehouse, but like the new barns and stuff that we're going to be doing. I think it's going to all come together really, like, soon, really quickly and really nicely. It's just be nice to just not have to waste more money and time on, like, you know, these other unnecessary things, but hey, they're just part and parcel of owning land. All right, Mr. Tate, I love you and I'll leave you, okay? Till another day of the Cromlet. Viva la Crom! What an absolute blow. Honestly, he's had a 4-day weekend, just put his time and effort and energy into putting that thing together, and he has absolutely exceeded all my expectations and then some.
Moment of truth time.
Is the boosk ready for a bit of an adventure, or is he fast asleep? He's asleep.
I would do what I thought one thing.
Are you just woken up from the best nap of your life?
Quick, whilst there's still daylight.
Wow. Look at that for a view.
Let's see what the boosk is. The flipping heck.
The more I keep looking at it, the more better it gets. Crikey Joe, look at the sky. Looks like a bomb's gone off in the distance or something.
But let's see. He looks like he's been born again. But let's see what the boosk thinks of his new seat.
You're just gonna have to wait 1 second whilst I adjust these straps. Listen, as much as I would love for you to be able to drive us there, you've got to get in here. You coming in?
Whoa!
Hands and feet inside the ride
At all times.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen him so confused in his life.
Are we going on whoa, copyright.
Adventure!
This must be like him being on a roller coaster. Oh my gosh.
Imagine waking up and then just being thrown in this thing.
Well, you know what, Boosk? I've got a plan.
I'm taking you to the top of the 60 acres. Wow!
And this is where we cue the line, mate. Of would you just
Look at that view. Manchester city centre looking absolutely glorious. Wow.
There's no way! As if I got a little giggle from you. Oh, this was such a good idea. I know, like, don't be wrong, I know it's one of them, you should just go and get like a new family car, but the new family car is to help us like when we go on road trips and all this sort of stuff. But I need to be able to get around the farm with Alfie. And now I can. Now I can. You like it? He's looking up there like, what's up there?
Well, that, mate's all your land. You can do with it as you please, you know.
That scene from The Lion King. When I'm gone, everything you can see here will belong to you. He was like, ooh, it's a lot of pressure.
And this week, potentially, we're going to be getting the sheep into this field.
And now that I've got that car seat, you're going to be coming helping. as he should, as I'm going to put up the window because it's a little bit chilly. But wow, just caught the sunset.
Absolutely stunning. Like, that is crazy. You know what? I don't actually think the sun has actually set. I think the sun is just behind those clouds there. So we're actually going to witness a mega sunset.
Well, idiot dad has struck again. I haven't got the keys
To unlock the gate.
so we're just going to have to watch it from here if that's okay.
Just two dudes chilling, watching the sunset.
What do you think? It's like your new chair. Look, it's got little pockets for you and stuff. Look, put like a bottle of water in it for you. Wow. Nope. Do you want some? A brewski with a view. He's so min.
There we go, little dude.
I can't wait until we're like off doing father-son like camping trips and holidays and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the whole, you know, do it together as a family thing, but like you've seen me go on adventures with my dad, and it's just like some of my core memories as a kid and as an adult, and I just want to be able to have that with him. He's so min. Wow. Oh, can you see a plane? Wow. This is insane.
The sun has just peeked out, and like look at the dew of like the moisture on the ground from the rain.
It looks like a fog. Whoa, that's crazy.
That all the farm's on fire. Which I'm really hoping is not the case.
Well, that time lapse started to fall over there. Sorry about that, but whoa! What an absolutely insane sunset that was. Me and the boost just watching it now, like set across over Manchester, like literally 5 or 10 seconds left before it fully disappears. But I've got to say, that was absolutely mega to get you in this for the first time and enjoy a sunset like that. Many more to come. And I'll tell you what was really cute. Someone sent this in. You've got to forgive me, I completely forgot the name. They sent a little farm animals book into the PO box, and I had it in the bag here in the back, and I just pulled it out and he's just been reading through it. Like, look. Wow, looking at the cows.
What do the cows do? The cows go moo.
So it's almost like he's been given a bedtime story whilst enjoying the view. It's a farming book, man. How cute is that?
But right, it is getting late. The sun has gone down.
So it's home time.
If you can please tell your mother you had an amazing time.
And leave me a 5-star review, that would be spectacular.
I've only had it a few hours, but what, bam!
That is easily the best 80 quid I've spent on the boosk.
What an absolute dinner. I've got pie from Sunday and sausage rolls. And is he a Yorkshire pudding? That's about as beige as a dinner can get, but thank you, Vic. Mwah. You like it, do you? Yes, he does. It's bath time. Actually, before I actually take this off,
Can I just showcase your actual fit? So sick, little dude. Again, thank you so much to Mattel, because they sent that as a little swag package to him. And apparently we're having bubble bath tonight. You ready for this? Just listen. Daddy's got pants on his head, he's got pants on his head, pants on his head, he's got pants on his head, pants on his head, he's got pants on his head, pants on his head, he's got pants on his head. Daddy's got... Wait a minute. It's Alfie who's the one with, you ready? Pants on his head, he's got pants on his head, pants on his head, he's got pants on his head, pants on his head, he's got pants on his head, pants on his head. Oh.
you're the best, mate.
And so are you, you beautiful bastards. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the next day, and spoiler alert, I've had a haircut. It's as spoiler really as it can get, really, for tomorrow's vlog. But yeah, you'll never guess what I do in tomorrow's vlog. But ladies and gentlemen, it is the end of the vlog. Short one today. And like I said, it's because I feel like I got my day robbed from me. I know a lot of people like their weekends and bank holidays and stuff like that. But I don't, because businesses close and like the world comes to a standstill. And as you know, Mondays are like my most productive day because I have my admin day where I'm making phone calls and planning things and all this sort of stuff. And especially with all like the things we've got in the works for like the future of the land and the house and the buildings and stuff like that. Mondays are like now my most important day. So the fact that I had that day ripped from me It stunted a lot of the progression that I was hoping to be able to share with you guys. So we'll have to catch up with that tomorrow and roll with the flow moving forward. But yeah, this is the end of the vlog, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a like, rate, and click that subscribe button. I just, for the sake of sakes, want to show something amazing whilst we're just fresh with this. That picture on screen right now is the Vitara that we bought off Mark for £500. Can you believe what that looks like compared to now, that image? If that doesn't deserve a like and subscribe, I do not know what does. But honestly, yeah, 10 out of 10, the fact that a project has managed to be pulled off on the 110 as just a taste as to what's to come. And if you guys have got any ideas of what you'd like to see me and Chris, I know it's all Chris doing all the hard work, but if there's a project you'd like to see me and Chris embark on together on the 110, what should we do next? Let me know in the comments down below, as I will catch you guys tomorrow at 7 PM for the next week daily vlog. And until then, much love and adios.